can craft one additional bullet. All you know, one additional explosive bolt wouldn't be half bad. This is... It takes the same amount of gunpowder as a single bullet for the handgun. And it's an explosive bolt. I think that's worth it. Same goes for the smoke bolts, my goodness. Yeah, 2 units of gunpowder, 1 unit of smoke powder, and my goodness... hold on, if I get upgrades for those, I can stealth kill the Haunted Within. So all I need is a single smoke bolt deployed, and then stealthy, stealthy, stealthy. Or hypothetically, I could just unleash the smoke bolt, and I'll be able to what? Stealth kill them from any side? I don't know. For now, let's get a single explosive bolt. Might need those in the future. Haven't made great use of them so far, but I need to keep in mind that I have them. And I can use them to dispatch multiple Haunted at the same time. If I'm not gonna use them on multiple Haunted at the same time, what am I gonna use them on? That's what the bolts are for. That's what the explosive bolts are specifically for. Didn't get the upgrades yet. Granted, bounce back over here to grant me increased stamina recovery would be beneficial, but I'm going with the stealth tree, I'm going with Prowler. Next up, Predator. Just need a little over 6k. Don't have my axe. That's okay. Alright, let's do this. First of all, turn off that stupid flashlight. Second of all, she's prowling. She's out there, looking for you. Look at her running around. And how exactly am I supposed to try and backstab her? This seems particularly ill-advised. Can't see anything. Look, when she comes back here, I'll just get out of the bushes and try to backstab her again. It might work. I might fail miserably, but... Hey, lady! Stabbing you again! $1.2k. If at first you don't succeed, I needed a bit over 6, so... I'm getting there. It was amazing. I got the first stab in, which of course sent her on high alert. But hey, I managed! Any haunted here? No? That was amazing. Absolutely beautiful. She was running around. Such a huge threat. I just decided to go in there and stab her. And it worked. Gotta use my hearing. Seeing them is helpful, but my goodness. Hearing them is so much easier. Alright, there's this guy. Very agitated. The moment they both turn around, I go in behind the car. Will I be able to? Ah, moment of indecision. Might be too late. No, no. No. I absolutely had the time, didn't I? Could have snuck on by. Alright, they're both on this side. Look, I can just use the stupid bottle. If that's what I want. That's what it's for. Probably allows me to move at a much faster pace right here, right now. I'll round that corner soon enough. Too far. I might get spotted by the shouty one. No! It basically doesn't matter. Because I can disengage at will. So none of this silly music is of consequence. I got away. Didn't have much stamina, but hey. And I know. I could have gotten out of the shadows the moment he turned around. That's presumably when I should have done it. Not as he was at the very tail end of his long journey. And then afterwards... Oh look, a haunted on top of a roof. And then afterwards, I obviously shouldn't have ran. Sprinting was the exact wrong way to go about things. So there's that. And I'm not going to save until I actually clear out all of them. It's going to take a while, it's going to be annoying, but it's gonna get done. How much green gel do I have? Over 7k. I believe I need 12 to secure Predator. To be able to lunge at them from a greater distance. They can't see me from across the street. As silly as that may seem. For ordinary people, sight has basically unlimited range. If nothing's in your way, you just see things. If they're beyond the horizon, well, you don't have a line of sight. You can't see them because they're too far away, but if something is near enough, you just see it. Just like that. Maybe there's fog. Oh, if there's fog, then you don't see it. What if there isn't a fog? Well, if there isn't a fog, you just see things. I don't mean things that aren't there, I mean things that are there, you just see them. If your eyesight is proper, you know. You might not see them very clearly necessarily, but my goodness, you kind of do. At the very least, you should be able to see movement. Now it's that guy over the patrol. Yes, patrolling and trying to catch me indeed. How about this lady? Can I actually get to her? Because she She's got an axe. I might get spotted by other things, I guess. Come on, turn around, turn around. He turned around. Okay, I'm on my way. Almost. Once, twice, 3 times! Haha, lady! Crouch down and get out. As if you were never there to begin with. They can't see you, remember. They can't see you. They're not gonna spot you. You're too far away now. Ah, wrong button. Ow! Sebastian. Medkit. Medkit. I could just shoot him. One shotgun blast, it just makes sense. I know. Should be a bit less smug, I guess. But hey, I've managed to get away. I've used a single bit of ammo to dispatch that guy. So it's good enough. Then there's that fat guy over there. And then of course there's the, whatever, the Stinky, the Shrieker, the Spitter, whatever you want to call them. Replenish bottles. Can I actually stun them with bottles? Because I haven't tried that. Presumably as they're chasing me, I could go number 4, whip out a bottle, hit him on the noggin, and perform a stealth kill. That would be hilarious. I'm not sure it really works, but it's not impossible. Alright, there's the guy. He's gonna turn around eventually, and the moment he does... Could have gone for another bit of cover, I guess. Okay, now he's going the other way. In other words, now it's kinda too late. I am behind the flimsiest bit of cover imaginable, but I can do it. There's also a lady further up ahead over there, but I'll get to her further down the line. Maybe I should have gone for her first. Whatever, I'm already on this side. We'll get that guy, presumably, then we'll back out, save, then get the lady, then the Shrieker. Right, he's here. Is the lady gonna spot me? Oh, she totally is gonna spot me. Oh, is she too far away? Oh, you're so mad? And I understand that. It's natural to get flustered like that. It's fine. Oh, game of peekaboo. Good, clean fun. Alright. Let's go on in and save. Again. Yeah, I could have gone in for a coffee. Sure. But let's not. Let's not. It can be done. I get it. But it's a nasty habit. Once you run out of healing, run out of the ability to make any healing, but desperately need to get on back to the safe house and do something, then you perfectly have earned the right to drink a cup. But without that, I don't know. You know, the cost of eliminating that, I could have gone for the stealth kill, but I figured no, she's got a flammable. That's gonna end poorly for me. But then again, if I decide to use a bullet, well, I waste a bullet. So that's not good either. Whereas standing in fire might seem bad, and it kinda is to an extent, but on the other hand, I can always replenish that. I can get that cup of coffee I've just mentioned I wouldn't abuse. All I can use a single bullet. She's so mad. I'm confident it's not gonna be that easy. Alright, let's observe the pattern. It's what one does in stealth games. Should be behind that car, I guess. Whoa! I can fly! There's an axe right there. Once that thing turns around, first of all, I'm gonna go for the stealth kill. That did no damage to me. I'm still as cool as a cucumber. So tell you what, I'm going to go out and save, and then I'm going to try a stealth kill again. I could have used the axe, sure, but I want to see how far I can get using stealth kills. I guess the moral of the story is, I presumably should hold off until I actually prove the moral of the story, but my assumption is that the moral of the story is that at some point, sneaking up on something from behind and lodging a blade in the back of its cranium does take it out. Might not be the first time around, like with the ladies with the knives, but eventually you'll get there. Now is the Shrieker on high alert? Well, I have to be more careful now. How unfortunate. Yeah, just turn around. Just turn around, you bundle of hands. Why don't you cry some more in the other direction? Oh yeah. Yeah, that's the stuff. That's exactly what we want to see. You're back. Guess who's also back? Back again. It's me! With the knife! Listen. If you hold back, and I don't mean hold back, I do mean hold back. Once you exit stealth, weird things happen. You just start spinning, and that's not a good trick. How much gel do I have? Over 9,000! Alright. And we are on our way to save again. Soon enough I'll be able to get that predator trait. And from that point on, my goodness, the thing's gonna work in my favor. I'll no longer have to close the distance that much. Even now, I don't have to be right next to them. I can be some distance away, and Sebastian is gonna perform the stealth kill. He whips out the knife, and then we get to the stealth kill. But if I get the predator trait, and if it's actually as good as it sounds, it's gonna be glorious. I guess I should also get the ambush trait for 3k. That sounds pretty nifty. It's 3k, and you can just perform stealth kills from around the corner. Sounds useful, you don't have to leave stealth. But whatever. We've saved. We're fine. We're moving up in the world. Okay, we're just going north, but you can phrase it as moving up, I guess, from a certain point of view. This place has been cleared out, hasn't it? My goodness, I've made this place safe. And I'm proud of myself. Now, there might be some additional little... flat thingies, I guess. And if there are... This is a lady with a knife. Let me remind you, a stealth kill is not enough. She'll get upset and start chasing you with a knife. So you'd best beware. She's fast. She's angry. She's got a bad temper. You stab her in the back of the head, she's having none of that. She's gonna get upset and try to stab you back. But hey, if you just fall back a bit, let her calm down, and stab her again, down she goes. There are no foes that I have seen so far that can possibly survive getting backstabbed twice. Now the problem with the doggies, as far as I've identified it, is that they cannot be backstabbed at all. Once she turns around, I'm going after her. No, this is a reasonable spot. Yeah, I'll wait for her to actually turn around, go the other way. Which is now. So no, that's a bad idea. She runs. Does she very slowly get to one position, but then whips back to the other? That makes sense, I guess. And of course, once you try to backstab her once, she'll be in a mighty hurry. You relax here. Just calm down. Just calm down. Stab! Alright, Sebastian. She's angry now. Get away. Break eye contact. She can no longer see or hear you. She's right there. She's right there. She gave up so quickly. Yeah, because I ran through a bush, broke line of sight, and from that point on, well, from that point on, she lost the will to live, I guess. Gave up entirely. You see, object permanence is not a particularly familiar concept for the haunted. They struggle with that a bit. Well, and when I say a bit, they struggle with that a lot. Something disappears from the line of sight, they don't assume that it continues to exist. I mean, if it goes out of sight, might as well have disappeared. Which is a reasonable assumption in a world based pretty much entirely on perception. Over here, if something pops into sight, that doesn't even mean it exists. It absolutely doesn't. This entire place is based on perception. It's just built that way. I'm in a bush. I'm in a bush. I'm invisible. Or am I? I hope I'm invisible. Sincerely hope I'm... If I'm not invisible, I'm gonna have a bad time and I'll have to go to another bush again. I'm enough in a bush, I think. Look, I'm crouched down, I'm not moving, and I'm kinda in a bush. So she might get somewhat suspicious, especially since she ought to be on high alert. Who am I kidding? Oh, where is he? Where is he? Probably somewhere nearby. False alarm. Well, guess what? Guess again! Into the noggin, that goes 2 more times. 1.2k. I'm over 10k in jail. Things are looking up. What is that? Is that a bottle? Yes, it is, and I'm full on bottles. And I could have tried that trick out. That would have been hilarious. Backstab her. Then she gets angry. I toss a ball at her head. She gets stunned. I try to backstab her again. It worked in the original game. I'm not sure it would work in this one. I really shouldn't. That seems so cheap. But then again, if you manage to nail a haunted in the head with a bottle, you quite possibly deserve that outcome. It's not gonna be easy, especially as they're agitated. If they're not agitated, why aren't you going for a stealth kill? It costs you 0 bottles. If they are agitated, you're gonna have a rough time aiming in the thick of things. And then you'll have to use a stealth kill again. Hypothetically, you could refuse to waste a bottle, just go for 2 stealth kills in a row by disengaging first. So in principle, it should work. It would not be game breaking in the slightest. It requires you to lose, expend the resource in order to be able to close things off faster. All right. I don't really like the idea of outlining what I have cleared out, because I'm not confident I have actually cleared these places out. Made some progress, I'll grant you that much. Have these flags always been white? I think these were American flags once, but... not anymore. Alright. The Knife Lady has been dispatched. Very knife indeed. No, I'm sorry. Looks like a civilian, yeah. Could honk the horn. Let's not draw attention to ourselves. I'm looking, but I'm listening a lot more. I hear leaves rustling. I hear thunder. That's about it. I think every single enemy in this game you can hear. And I think every single enemy can be heard distinctly. You know what they sound like if you pay attention. Any more of them here? Presumably not. I've cleared this place out quite thoroughly. If I'm heading north, I'm heading towards my destination. So presumably, that should mean more haunted, right? Like, if I just get to the other safe house and manage to save there without a hitch, it's going to be a bit of a disappointment, I think. Oh, she's there. She's there. Look at her. Tell you what, I'd say that tier 2 haunted have spawned, essentially. What was this? Something there? No. No, I would have heard it. No, I've heard one on the left. What? Is this the same one? The one over there? Look, the moment I backstab her once, she's gonna get very cross. I'll have to disengage and break line of sight, but how? Well, there's a little bush over here, I can go for that one. Can't even open this, can you? Well, how do you get in? On the other side? You know, this is surprisingly unnerving. Even though there's no surprise factor here whatsoever. You can't see me, I'm below. How have you spotted me? I'm in a bush. Can see me in a bush. Good stuff. Well, at least she's out, right? Should I bother this guy? It's a bit of gel. But yeah, verticality doesn't help as much as you might assume. What? What? Okay, lady. You keep on doing whatever it is you think you're doing. I can't take this seriously. Don't exactly have the ammo to take her on, though. Lady, you keep falling into the ground. Please stop. Please stop. It's for your own good. I just want you to get unstuck. I know you're hurting. I'm in a bush! Where is your back? Because you know, in a way, I have your back. Stabbed, but I do. You know, I never expected it to be exactly that easy, but the solution is to literally go to the first bush. You'd think it would just break line of sight and then they would figure, okay, I just go in the bush. He's in there. And then if they enter the bush, you're not there, they can't find you there, and they don't see you anywhere around the bush, then they may just shrug and give up. But no, I've basically entered this bush, and then I kind of left the bush, and she still couldn't find me. Literally, you beeline for the nearest bush and you're golden. You're just done. There's nothing else to do. It's incredible. Then again, what am I even complaining about over here? It should have been blatantly obvious from the get-go that, to put it mildly, these guys are not joining Mensa anytime soon. Snarling, yeah. The flat mutt. Whatever you want to call these. Quite frankly, it's a dog by any other name. It's not as tall as a man. Crawls near to the ground. It's got 3 heads. Okay, fair enough. That may not necessarily align as well. I mean, it's close enough. What am I supposed to call it? A Cerberus? Does it make a difference? Well, where is it? Those hiding bushes. Which makes for a funny one too, I guess. Because then if you run into one of those ladies and your instinct is to run into a bush, well, boy, are you going to be in for a, well, surprise, I guess. Not necessarily a treat, an anti-treat, I guess. A trick. Well, where is it? Well, are you, snarly beastie? Are you in this, or are you in a bush on the... One hit with the axe dispatches those. Oh my god. One hit with the axe dispatches those? I mean, it does, but at the same time, I've wasted so bloody much. No, it's on the other side. Oh, so much pointless running around. But it's out there somewhere, right? The haunted? More like the hunted. Yeah, I hear it around here. Where could it be? What, are you on the roof? Are you inside? It's up there. Now listen up, little buddy. I've got a shotgun and I've got an axe. Now you come over here. Yeah, classic dog. Known for crawling on roofs. It just... Look, my intuition was that they can't get on top of cars. They can get on top of anything. And they usually hang from the ceiling or something as silly as that. So, not exactly dogs. Not by every single account. Close enough match, but not really. Doesn't really matter, no, does it? General idea is that I absolutely have enough green gel now for the Predator trait. I could hypothetically farm some more, but I think I have a lot. Might as well cash it in. Right here, right now. Now, Tatiana might be somewhat disappointed in my decisions, but then again, I'm a grown man. I can take care of myself. Nope. Need 5 more weapon parts to be able to get that next tier of upgrades for the pistol. I have a lot of green gel, don't I?
Meeting like this, detective.
Oh shucks.
There's nothing wrong with being cautious, but you can't avoid fighting forever. Maybe you should think about adding some combat skills.
Now listen up. I've been waiting for this a while. And I've just unlocked the Predator trait. Predator. Space. Stop. Start or stop attack. What? Predator. Space. Start or stop attack when the red icon is displayed. Mouse 5. Sneak kill when the sneak kill icon is displayed. Okay, so when you see the red icon, you press space. And then you enter attack mode. And then you use the stabbing button for sneak kills, okay? When within a certain distance behind an unaware enemy, a red icon will be displayed on them. Makes sense. Press space to begin sprinting toward them. When you get close enough, the stealth kill icon will be displayed. Press mouse 5 to sneak kill the enemy. The attack will fail if the enemy notices you partway through a sprint, so take care to attack from behind. I love this. I love this. So you're in cover. Slowly, well, not that slowly. I got the previous tiers of things. So, at a moderate pace, you're approaching them, and then you see the red icon. You press space on them as if to seek cover in them, and you begin sprinting towards them. And then, once that happens, you're entering attack mode, and you have to keep an eye out for the icon. When the moment you see the icon, you slam that button, you slam that stealth kill button, and you slam the blade into the back of their heads. Just like that. I love it. It's even better than it is already. Because you'll get the icon the moment you get within the same distance as now. But you'll also get the red chevron, which will allow you to close that distance. So as they're making their way away and you're playing it safe, you get out of cover, you enter attack mode, sprint, sneak kill. I love it. Excellent. Next up, ambush, and I will complete the stealth tree. My next order of business is to make my way to the other safe house. I will dispatch any haunted I find, and I presumably will find a couple. If not, well, then I'll just save, and then I'll seek them out. There should be some out there. And if they are so far out of the way that you really can spot them, even if you're looking for them, well then. I guess I'll live. I guess I'll possibly let them live. I'm not sure how thorough I want to be in my attempt at clearing this place out entirely of the haunted. I'm fallen bottles. Bottles galore to the brim. Where was that? I can't hear any of them. That's okay though. Oh, I see. Sebastian? That's not bad, right? That's 2 more places that have just been filled up with the haunted. Wait, not this place? So where was that? Hey! You're one of them, aren't you? Yeah, you're gonna get up eventually, aren't you? Can't really knife you easily. Wait, so has stuff behind me essentially been made dangerous? Quite possibly, I guess. Oh, right there. And guess where the bushes are? Right here. Glorious. Oh yeah. Oh yeah! Snip snip. As long as you don't get completely unnerved by the music, it isn't that big of a problem. Now, unfortunately for me, I get really easily spooked by music. But I'm working on it. 1.2. This is beautiful. Beautiful. You see that chevron from so far away, and then you just lunge at them like a maniac. Then you briefly have to disengage, I'll grant you that much, sure. I could have used a bottle or something to distract them. Whatever, I'm not using those stupid bottles. Didn't use them in the original game, not looking forward to using them here. Also, what has spawned are regular haunted, okay? They're creeping about, sure. But I can take them out one by one, and I'll get even more green gel. Yeah, look, there's one of them right there. Ah, I see. Well then, if I'm behind a bush, that's as good as being in a bush, I guess. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, old pal. Can't quite chevron you from here. No, you're so angry. You're so agitated. Yes, I can sense your anger. It gives you strength. Gives you focus. This isn't necessarily the best patrolling path, now is it? What are you doing? Stop it! This is not patrolling, this is parkour! This is crazy! You're an absolute nutter over here, buddy. Shouldn't be complaining, though. It's good for me. I'll just go into a bush. And I'll let you, you know, attempt those little Bush League antics of yours. This is so stupid. But it doesn't quite match how I just flew across a call once when attempting to switch cover. Oh boy. Hopped off the call. Off the boss? What was he even on? It was on something, I guess. Okay, here he is. Here he comes. There we go. Buddy, you're mental. This is so stupid. Surely this is unintentional, right? It wasn't the path he wasn't supposed to be doing this, right? I mean, I understand that they can path like this, but I presume he was supposed to move in a different fashion. How can I possibly catch that guy? Yeah, and then he stands on top of the... This is just incredibly annoying. How am I supposed to ambush that guy? So silly. I just get 200 off of that. And that required so much bloody effort. Okay, well... Where's the rest of you lunatics? Alright, one of you is the... What are you patrolling and how? I'll stay here. Once again, if he spots me, I just seek cover and we try this little dance again. As long as I'm not in a closed space. As long as I'm not in a building, I'm fine. $200 more. Right, there's another one. There he goes. Look, he'll come back and then he'll turn around. And when he turns around, I'll get out of here and then I'll perform my standard maneuver. The guy thinks he's doing some damage by spawning more of them. Little does he know, all of his efforts are only making me stronger. Right? He's agitated. Left. Right. Turn around. Yes. Yes. I can sense it. The thrill of the hunt. Oh yeah. It's mine. Precious goo. That's another one of them, duh. Oh yes, I can see you. Yes. Last one that I can see. Let's hide in tall grass for a bit. There we go. And now I can get the final upgrade for stealth, because I have over 3k. And I believe I deserve to go back to O'Neill and save. I believe the Haunted have spawned in 2 spots. Can't remember the other one. You know, I should be able to recognize them. Just look at them and figure, oh, I know where the Haunted have spawned, but I don't. What? What is it now? You know what it is. Every single time this happens, as far as I understand it, the map repopulates with the Haunted. Now, for all I know, I can keep on farming indefinitely. Though I may be wrong. But that may be the conclusion. Oh, knock yourself out. You wanna keep on killing them? Fair enough. Go right ahead. I mean, if that is possible, then if one is tenacious enough, one could unlock every single upgrade right here, right now.
Relax, Detective. How may I assist you?
I would like the final stealth upgrade.
There's nothing wrong with being cautious, but you can't avoid fighting forever. Maybe you should think about adding some combat skills.
I'll work on that soon enough. Thank you for the advice. Ambush. Press space to enter cover near a wall, then press the use button. What? Guys, that's not the binding. That's not the binding I have. Why would you tell me that I'm supposed to press the use button? Is that really the case? Am I seriously supposed to press the use button rather than pressing the stealth kill button or the sneak kill button? Because those are 2 different buttons. One I use for using things and the other I use specifically for stealth kills. Now, if you've just switched things up on me and I'm actually supposed to click use, that's fair enough, but it's kind of weird. When you are in cover on a corner, you can perform a sneak kill on an enemy that is around the corner. The enemy must be in the center of the screen for the sneak kill icon to appear. You cannot perform a sneak kill if the enemy is aware of you. Hold on. So if the enemy is unaware of me, it doesn't matter if the enemy is facing me. As long as I'm nearby, I can just eliminate that enemy. Well, that makes cover significantly more important, and presumably I should have unlocked this a while back. But this is brilliant. I've unlocked everything as far as stealth is concerned. So good news, I'm not going to invest anything in stealth anymore because I can't. I literally can't. It's 10 out of 10. It's everything. So no, it's not gonna happen because it can't happen. That's largely the reason, yes. Then let's focus on melee because that's the next best thing that doesn't use ammo. Giving the push kick wouldn't be half bad either. In certain scenarios, I think when you stun an enemy to an extent, possibly shoot a single bullet enough to inflict... shoot a single bullet and inflict enough damage with that bullet in order to stagger the enemy a bit. Then you should be able to press which button? This one, but what is this bound to? That's bound to the communicator. No, that doesn't make sense. Whatever, I think... give me the skill info. What do you press? You press the... Oh no, you press the stealth kill button. That makes perfect sense. Okay, so... you shoot that single bullet, then the stealth kill button allows you to perform a push kick, presumably knocking the enemy to the ground, and then stealth kill again to stomp on the enemy, eliminating. Now, of course, I'll need to unlock Brawler 1 first, which costs 3k. Perfectly feasible. But mostly, of course, I can perform stealth kills around corners now. Tatiana, can I talk to you? Do you actually have anything to tell me?
Back again, I see. And in need of some improvements. You're getting closer to what you seek. I feel it.
My daughter. She's somewhere inside this place.
Yes, and you're determined. I can sense a change in you. Let's change you further. Give you the tools you need to find her.
I'm glad you're helping me.
How am I ever going to...
You can talk to her from time to time. After a major change, I think after every single chapter switch, you can get something out of her. I don't think you can get anything more, though. Have some healing over there. Is there a point, or do I have 2 out of 3? I have 2 out of 3. Alright, in which case, I'll presumably find an extra one soon enough. So there isn't that much of a point in acquiring it. If I run out somehow, I might consider it. Am I playing this game wrong? Well, I don't know. Am I? I've spent... How long have I spent on this? I've spent over 10 hours on this, and I'm just in chapter 4. And do keep in mind that chapter 3 is when things basically kick off. Chapter 1's just a bit of an intro and a tutorial. Chapter 2 is basically you just getting to the meat of the game. I've done basically nothing in chapter 4, and I've spent over 10 hours on this. Largely just farming. I think there's a reason I should be able to do relatively well. I've basically cleared out everything there was to clear out, and I have acquired oh so many skills and then some. Should be fine. But the next order of business, ludicrously enough, is what? To keep on farming this bit of the map? You know... As lovely as that is, I'm recognizing this as somewhat insipid. So maybe, just maybe... No, hold on. No, not 10 hours. No, the playtime is below. This is the date time info. I've spent over 14 hours on this. Logos have mercy. Okay. So uncharacteristically, I think the next step, instead of desperately trying to clear out everything, is to actually proceed to the next map. Otherwise, I'll be stuck here basically indefinitely. And there is merit to that, I'll grant you that much. I could just stay here and keep on farming these things. I'm not sure if they'll keep respawning and respawning, because just letting me have the map be completely empty sounds kind of ludicrous, but at the same time, I shouldn't just keep on clearing out the map if it's gonna fill back up again, because then I can get stuck here indefinitely. Pointless. So yeah, let's proceed through the Morrow further. And on the other hand, yeah, it makes perfect logical sense for them to keep on replenishing foes on the map, because otherwise I'll just be running around on an empty map, which is kind of silly. So yes, next step, if I run into any haunted between myself and the next safe house, I may allow myself to take them out just for the fun of it, possibly with my newly acquired skill. But after I'm done with that, I am proceeding to the safe house, and then from the safe house to the Morrow and to the town hall area. From which point on, I have no idea what happens, because I've never been there. Not yet. But for now, thank you all oh so much for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.